get in the end zone again? And just what do you think of your overall performance?
Uh, your question, what does it feel like to get in the end zone? My answer, feels good to win.
Did you think you were in on that first completion?
Yeah, I know I was in. I'm not sure whatever I did to whoever is, in New York, ruling things incomplete. But I feel like we get judged and we get questioned about things that we do on the field. I feel like uh, you know no one owes me anything, but I think those guys got it wrong in New York, and I respect the league and how they go about business, but they definitely got that wrong.
What does it say about your relationship with Lamar Jackson, where in 2 games you can get 3, 4 catches, and two of them, and almost a third are all touchdowns?
Lamar just trusting his players, guys who's going out there making plays for him, and just being able to scramble and not get a sack, but create plays that aren't on script. That's what he's been doing his whole career.
What was the message at halftime? First half, obviously, probably didn't go the way you guys wanted to. Second half, put nothing together.
Really, no message. We got enough veterans and enough guys in who's played a lot of ball. They knew we was making mistakes and knew what we had to do, and we came out second half and corrected it.
What have you seen from Devontae Walker since you got to this team, and what was it like seeing like two catches or two touchdowns?
Uh, I'm one of his biggest fans, so I was overjoyed for that.
Can you just talk about the battles that you have with those cornerbacks, like how you extricate yourself and make those plays?
I've just been doing this for a while. It comes with knowing where the quarterback is putting the ball, and just over and over doing it throughout my career, I would say. But these guys are definitely at a different skill set than where I was. When I came in the league 13 years ago, these DBs I would say are faster and bigger, and so just trying to combat that with little things that I know how I can win.
You know, they were going to take the run game away. That was very clear. Say, all right, well, we're going to have to do some things some other way. Nice to know you have the resources to be able to change up like that, right? You don't have to rely on just one thing.
Yeah, that's one of the best defenses in the NFL. You see what those guys did last week. So you got to give your hats off to them for coming out and stopping the run game. They get paid like we get paid, but those guys definitely gave us a tough battle up front.
So you kind of go back and forth with some people on social media. Just kind of how much does that stuff fuel you, motivate you? Just kind of seeing how people talk to you.
It doesn't motivate me at all. What motivates me is my mom being blind, and my father died when I was 6 months. Real things in life. That stuff is just funny games. I love interacting with fans, but I think I pay attention to more of the people congratulating me and cheering me on my back than I do the people that sit at home and all they have to do is speak negative about things. So I like shooting the breeze, but it doesn't motivate me at all. Yeah.
Obviously, you're new here, but you sense how important today was to the franchise, to all the legends that were here, Cleveland being here, and all that history. To see that, what did you take away from that?
I didn't know much about the whole Cleveland and Baltimore thing, but Johnny Unitas was one of my favorite players growing up and still is to this day. My grandfather was a Hall of Fame quarterback in South Carolina, so I used to always watch old football and watch some of the greats, and so I do remember Johnny Unitas being was it a
Baltimore Colts.
Baltimore Colt. But I didn't know about like the Cleveland situation and stuff like that till I got here.